Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, I will brag and talk about basketball. Today, against the Kings, 37-year-old Curry on the court. He made his 4,000th three-pointer in his career, officially joining the 4,000 three-point club. This achievement is undoubtedly another milestone in his career. In his 16th season, in his 1,013th regular season game, Curry made 4.33 three-pointers per game, with a stable shooting percentage of 42.4. It took him 17 years to achieve this feat. This achievement not only shows that his dominance in the three-point shooting field, but also changed the landscape of modern basketball. In the past 2 seasons, the NBA has produced 2 greatest records. One is Curry's 4,000 plus three-pointers today, and the other is LeBron James' 40,000 points, or even 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, plus 10,000 assists. The 4-1-1 project. These 2 superstars continue to break through in their respective fields and write their own legendary chapters. They deserve the title of the greatest players of this era, the greatest superstar in the NBA. Even Kevin Durant, and Nikola Jokic, top stars in the face of these 2 achievements, are temporarily difficult to compare with them. So in terms of difficulty, which is harder to achieve, 40,000 points or 4,300 points? Let's analyze these 2 goals in a concrete way. Let's look at 40,000 points first. Suppose a player maintains a stable output of 25 points per game, which is already at the all-star level. In an ideal situation, where there are no games missed, he needs to play 1,600 games for a full 20 seasons to reach the peak of 40,000 points. Throughout the history of the NBA, except for LeBron James, the closest to this achievement is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. His career total score reached 38,387, and Mailman Malone with a total of 36,928 points. Both are legendary players with careers over 20 years. They both had a long and efficient career. But even so, they are still far from it. They are at least 1 season away from it. Look at 4,000 three-pointers. If a player makes 3-point shots at a rate of 3 per game, which is already the level of a super shooter, assuming that there are no shortage of games, he needs 1,334 games for 17 seasons to achieve the great achievement of 4,000 three-pointers. To compare, which is harder, 4,000 points or 4,000 three-points? First, we need to distinguish the 25 points per game and 3 three-pointers. Which one is rarer in the league? Take this season as an example. Only 12 players in the league can score 25 points. Are only 12, while those who can make more than 3-point shots are 20. Even in this era of unlimited embrace of three-pointers, the number and frequency of three-pointers have been greatly increased, as in the game between the Celtics and the Thunder yesterday. Both teams frequently took three-pointers from outside. The style of the game showed a strong trend of three-point dominance, but even so, scoring 25 points per game is still more rare. From this perspective, in terms of scoring difficulty, the challenge of averaging 25 points is greater. In fact, looking back at Curry's career, with his outstanding achievements in three-pointers, his limit shouldn't have been limited to 4,000 three-pointers. Let's go back to 2012, which was an important turning point in his career. In the first 3 years of his career, Curry was plagued by injuries, and the team's tactical approach had not fully tapped into his terrifying power. Whether it was Don Nelson, Smart, or Mark Jackson, they did not fully realize Curry's potential in three-pointers. Only seeing him as a shooter like Mark Price or Rafer Alston. At that time, the team's inside core were David Lee and Andres Biedrins. Such a double inside combination, the team's tactics revolved more around the inside. Curry didn't get full permission to shoot, nor did he have a team system tailored for him. In the first 3 difficult seasons, Curry only made 372 three-pointers. This data was even less than his peak seasons. 3-point production in a season. For example, in the 2015 to 2016 season, he made 402 three-pointers in 1 season. From the 2012 to 2013 season, Curry gradually emerged. He truly became the absolute leader of the team. Under the coaching of Mark Jackson, he was successfully selected as the all-star starter. He began to gain a reputation in the league, and in 2014, Steve Kerr's joining, it further opened up a new era for Curry and the Warriors. The small ball tactical system built by Kerr maximized Curry's three-point shooting advantage. The Warriors also relied on this unique tactical style, set off a storm in the league. From 2012 to 2017, Curry's three-point shooting percentage ranks first in the league. During this period, he also led the team to win the championship. He won the regular season MVP many times, and in the 2015 to 2016 season, he set the best regular season record of 73 wins. These brilliant achievements have made people truly recognize the arrival of the three-point era represented by Curry. Curry also has become an iconic figure who changed the way of modern basketball. However, in Curry's career, there are also some factors that limited his further breakthrough in the number of three-pointers. Although Curry's tactical system has helped Curry, but to some extent, it also restricts his performance to some extent. Kevin Durant's joining in 2017 made the team's offensive firepower more dispersed. Curry's ball rights and tactical status in the team inevitably declined. Although the team's strength has been improved, it has a greater advantage in the championship journey. Curry's personal shot attempts and statistics have also been affected. Meanwhile, injuries have also become a major obstacle in Curry's career. From 2017 to the present, Curry only played more than 70 games in one season. In the 2019 to 2020 season, due to injuries, he only played 5 games. Frequent injuries not only affected his game state, but also greatly reduced his attendance rate. If Curry had entered the league, he had a system tailored for him. Like in the later coaching period of Kerr, if in 2019 he hadn't suffered the serious hand fracture, if Durant hadn't joined the team, he scored all points in his peak 3 years. If his body could withstand 75 games per season and 35 minutes of high-intensity attendance, with his three-point shooting ability, maybe we are discussing 4,500 or even 5,000 three-point records. That will be and LeBron, the 4,000 points and 4,000 three-point records. Now on the NBA court, there is a person quietly rising. He may challenge LeBron's 4,000 points and Curry's 4,000 three-pointers. He is Luka Doncic, this young star who is only 26 years and 14 days old. In his career, he has shown amazing talent and strength. As of now, his career total score has reached 12,428 points and made 1,323 pointers. Based on his current career average of 28.6 points, 3 three-pointers per game, it will take 894 games to reach 4,000. If he can play all the games, it will take 11 seasons. He will be the same age as Curry now, 37 years old, and it will take 964 games. It will also take 12 seasons if he plays all the games. He will be 38 years old. He might even be younger than LeBron to reach 40,000 points. Today, Luka Doncic just scored 45 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and 7 threes, showing his strong personal ability and competitive state. For Luka Doncic, as long as he can stay healthy and plan his career reasonably, the future is full of infinite possibilities. The 2 legendary records seem to beckon to him. What the little fat man needs to do is to take care of his body. He needs to maintain a stable output throughout his career and attack these 2 great records. In short, whether it's Curry's 4,000 three-pointers or LeBron's 40,000 points, are extremely great and difficult to replicate. From the analysis of data and the conditions for achieving them, the 40,000 points may be more difficult, but this does not affect Curry's 4,000 three-pointers. In the history of basketball, and the emergence of Luka Doncic has added more expectations and highlights. We are fortunate to witness these great players constantly challenging the limits and write their own legendary chapters.